And welcome back. Today I have a pretty good one to show you guys. This is the Nintendo Switch upgrade controllers from these child ones to something a little bit more better. Now, for me, they're not horrible. I do think like I could easily break these things. These things are so small and they're just, I don't know. Every time I try them out, they just seem small. Now, I know some of us do have one of these guys where this kind of came with your device. And what you do is you just kind of slide them in. And now you have kind of like a full-fledged remote. But people still have issues with these buttons here being so close to those buttons. It almost feels like you're just cramped up. So when it comes to the actual Switch itself, I'll show you guys here how this thing looks like. When you guys put them in, they feel good. It actually, to me, I think it feels very, very good on the Switch. The only thing is, I feel like I might break it still. I feel like the controllers are not good enough, and I'm almost feeling like my palm is kind of like supporting the weight on this thing. So I'm going to show you guys an option here. Now, these are the Mobapad Joycon upgrades, and I gotta show you the difference. It's a big difference. Now, from the Mobapad to this, you could see there's a massive difference already. This is the left side, so that way you guys could see this is definitely the left side. For one, you can tell that from here to here, there's a space. Most remotes, your Xbox, your PlayStation, you have a gap, so it's a little bit more ergonomic. Buttons on the top feel great. You do have, for this one, you don't have a back button. For this one, you have a macro. You can actually like upgrade it to like different, like I guess it's like a shortcut button is what you want to call it. You could either do like up, down, left, right, make it into one click. Instead of you hitting this one up here, if it feels like it's too far, you can make this into one quick, like a trigger finger. Just a lot of stuff on how to set this up. So there is two of them. And as you can see, they work great. They feel comfortable in the hand. They feel like a remote. The only thing is these things have to be connected to the Switch. You can't just hold them like this at all. Before we do connect them, I'm going to show you guys here something real quick. You do have a button right here. This is going to be a rumble. So when you click it, it's going to be off. Click it once, 25%. It's a very slight vibrate. Click it twice, 50%, 70%, 75, and then 100. Every time you click it, gets stronger and stronger. For me, when I had it at max, it almost felt like it was too much. Here, this is going to be your rapid button. So if you're just like clicking something like that, you click on that, and then it'll just continue to do it. And then this one's your settings button. The way you set this up is you click this button, you click on whatever button you want to do, and then you click it again, and then it locks it. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that on the Switch. Now, the way these things connect is exactly how the other ones connect. You plug it in just like this. You plug it in just like that. And that's it. Now, is it bigger? Oh, yes, it is. It is definitely bigger. It does feel much bigger. So we're going to come here to the capture card. I'm going to see if I could still make this thing work while it's plugged into the TV, and it doesn't look like it is. So you cannot use the Switch plugged in with these buttons. This is just solely to go. Now, when you want to set these up, this is, if you guys can see my screen here, you want to come all the way over to your settings. Now, your system settings is right there. And you want to come down all the way to where it says controllers and sensors. You want to do a change button mapping. You want to go all the way to the bottom to the test input devices. Now you want to do a test controller buttons. And what you do here is every time you hit a button, it's going to show you that, right? So you have a left side and a right side when it comes to those macro buttons. What you do is you click it. You then choose, it's going to start you want to hold it. Let's just say you're going to hold it there a few seconds. and then hit it again, and then you're good to go. Now for me, I already have this thing plugged into my R2 or ZR, whatever you want to call it R2, and that's it. Now anytime I click on those buttons, I'm set, and you can see here it lights up every time I click that back button. Every time I click this button here, it's showing you. So that's kind of how you can do it, and then just hit end. But other than that, that's how you use the Mobapad, and I'm telling you, it does feel a little bit bulkier than the other one, but it feels amazing the way this thing works. So pretty nice. And then the cool thing is, these things, well, the other thing is if you have everything on very high, the battery does die a little bit fast. So you want to be sure when you're plugging it in, you leave these on so that way they can charge. For me, I had this thing downstairs for, let's see, I was playing with it. I let my nieces borrow it. I think we were all on it for like about 4 or 5 hours, and it was playing just fine. The battery life was fine on this thing. It didn't drain. I want to say this thing might have been like at 50%, maybe 40% at the most. So it still had plenty of juice, and the controllers were fine. I know people were saying about like it might drain the Switch. For me, it worked just good. So let me know what you guys think. I try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. So some pretty cool stuff. And then let me know if you guys do play. Maybe we'll play a game or two together. So yeah. Hope you guys appreciate today's content. If you do liked it, make sure you guys do smash that thumbs up. And if you're brand new to the channel, consider subscribing. With all that being said, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.